Okay, so here we are, chapter one, and this is the lyricist assignment. So, the song that accompanied this chapter, Sorry with the Fringe on Top, you listened to it, I hope. You read the text and you listened to it again. So, here you are looking at your assignment. Now, in the assignment, I've given you what is essentially a fairly sloppy lyric. It's sloppy because although the ideas may be the right ideas, they don't scan. So there's no way a composer could set these words and create a melody that an audience could hang on to, because the rhythm of the words keeps changing and it's very, very difficult. So what I want you to do is create an AABA tune, the same four sections that are in the given lyric, but I want each of those three A sections, A1, A2, followed by the B section, and A3, all those three A sections should scan exactly the same, just the way the lyrics in Sorry with the Fringe on Top scan exactly the same, A1, A2, and A3. The rhythm of the lyrics is the same in all three cases, so the melody can repeat. That's the whole business of the lyricist's job, is to create the rhythmic pattern for the composer to follow. Now, if you're the kind of lyricist who works with a composer where the music comes first, that job is a little easier. You don't have to create that rhythmic pattern. The composer does that, and then you just have to fulfill it in your words. But in this case, let's assume the lyric's going to come first. And so you have to create a rhythmic pattern that expresses the same thoughts that are in the given lyric, but does it rhythmically the same way in the second A, and again the same way in the third A, so the music can repeat. If you just look very closely at what happens in the Sorry, in the text, go back and look at the text and see how carefully those lines are written so they can be sung to the same music in each A section. Then look at the lyrics to the assignment for the composer, the lyrics, or rather for the book writer, the lyrics to Everything Happens to Me, and you'll see the same thing happens in the A sections. The A sections match exactly, so the same music can occur. And again, go on YouTube and look up that song if you don't know it, and listen to Frank Sinatra sing it or Billie Holiday sing it, and so you'll see rhythmically how the composer has set those words to music. So your job here is to create that rhythmic pattern that the composer can then use in creating music that is memorable. And I've also given you the opportunity, if you choose to take it, to invent a rhyme scheme in those A sections. You won't need a rhyme scheme for the B section if you don't want to, because the B section already has a rhyme. And it doesn't need to change, because the B section would have a different rhythm from the A sections anyway, and it's only going to happen once. So you could leave the B section exactly as it is if you want to, or you could change it if you feel that the words you've written in the A section would create a different use of those words in the B section. But you could create a rhyme scheme for the A sections. A sections, in this case, will probably have 4 lines, like the example given. And when you have a 4-line stanza, you have a couple of choices. You could rhyme the first and second line, and you could rhyme the third and fourth line. So the rhyme scheme would be AABB. The first 2 lines end with the same sound, and the last 2 rhymes end with a different same sound. Or you could rhyme lines 1 and 3 and 2 and 4. So the rhyme scheme could be ABAB. Line 1 rhymes with line 3, line 2 rhymes with line 4. You could also rhyme the first 3 lines. You could use the same sound at the end of 3 lines, and the rhyme scheme would be AAAB. The third line would not rhyme, except in the second A, it would probably, the fourth line would have the same sound as the end of the fourth line in the first A, and probably again at the end of the third A. So your rhyme scheme, AAAB, would be repeated in the second A, AAAB, although the A sounds might be a different sound. The end of the first 3 lines might be day, say, way, And then in the second A, the end of the first three lines might be how, now, wow, but they would rhyme with each other. But the last line, the fourth line, the B rhyme, would have the same sound as the end of the fourth line in the first A section and in the third and second A sections. I hope that makes sense to you. I did not mean to confuse you. But if you want, invent a rhyme scheme and then stick to it. Once the rhyme scheme is there, we want it to be consistent throughout the song. So that's your job. Take that lyric ideas that are there, make them scan rhythmically so they can be set to music, and then send them to me. I can't wait to read what you do. I'm really looking forward to it. So I'll see you in the next chapter.